YouTube, what's happening? We're back. About a month since posting. As you can see from the title, Ironman 70.3. So we're locked in for the race, and I'm gonna talk about kind of my journey experience and kind of why I did it, and yeah, basically that's it. So the biggest reason I signed up for a race like this is, one, I've seen a ton of them in college. Two, I've met a ton of people either at the gym or out in public. If I see like Ironman stuff, I go up and talk to them because, I mean, the race is dope. It doesn't matter if you do a 70.3 or 140.6. Yes, don't get me wrong, you are not a full Ironman until you do the 140.6, which is the full, which consists of a 2.4 mile swim, 112 mile bike, and then a full marathon, all in the same race, which is absolutely insane. But the half Ironman, which is the Ironman 70.3, most people know it as, is what I signed up for, is a 1.2 mile swim, a 56 mile bike, and a half marathon, all in the same race. And my race that I signed up for is Ironman 70.3 Chattanooga, and the race day is May 17th. So we've got some time to train, and I'm really excited, and I just had the impulsive decision to just pay for it and be done and lock it in, because once you lock it in, there is literally no turning back. I mean, the race was like $500, so in my mind, like, I feel like, okay, if I pay for something, then I have to do it. Like, I have to train, get ready, and prepare for it, or else I just waste all that money, and I don't want to waste any money. Another huge reason for me why I signed up for this race is I feel like I was getting way too comfortable with what I was doing in my everyday life. Not like my everyday life, but like my sports background. Obviously, I played college baseball, did morning weights, they did conditioning and that. So like, I'm used to like training hard and endurance, you know, waking up early, like that's no problem. But like, I didn't have that when I got done with baseball this past May. So I feel like I was like a little bit lost when I was like working out. I didn't really have a plan. I would do the same old split, like back by, chest try, legs, shoulders, repeat. And about like, I would say like November, around Thanksgiving, like I was like, dude, this is low-key getting like so boring. How could I like spice things up? And I think that's when Ironman Florida, the full, happened, and then Ironman Arizona later that month, which is another full Ironman. And I saw a bunch of content on those, and I swear I liked like one video, and then my whole Reels page was filled up with Ironman races. And I was like, all right, like, shit, I gotta lock one in and I gotta sign up, and I'll just send it. I got no racing experience, literally no triathlon experience, no nothing. Got a lot of weightlifting experience from baseball, and we've ran a little bit, but nothing like this. This is a little different, but I'm excited to see what these next 5 months hold and where I start, and then where I'm at on race day. The only race I have done is I've ran a half marathon, but like it did count, but it didn't. So let me explain. So basically, me, my best friend, and my twin brother were all sitting in a Waffle House after my sophomore year. It was summertime, and it was around like June 6th, I believe. The race was like June 10th or 11th. And we were like, I don't know what hit us, but we were just like, let's run a half marathon, let's find a race. And there just so happened to be one it was like 4 or 5 days out from the race when we signed up. And we just like paid like $250 to run it. And we were like, I mean, we run, but like we didn't do any of that distance training, so it was a little tough. So we all went home and we paid, registered for the race, and then the next day, I remember I ran 10 miles because I was like, well, if I'm gonna run 13.1, I might as well run 10, see how it feels. Yeah, that was brutal, but good wake-up call for sure. So 2 days out, or no, a day out, we go pick up our bibs, and then we go to, the race was in Atlanta. It was called the Big Peach. I actually got my medal right there. Yeah. It was called Hot Atlanta, but the store was called Big Peach Running Club, where we picked up our bibs. So we walk in, we have no clue what we're doing. Absolutely no clue. Never done any of this in my life. So we walk in, and the ladies are sitting there with like some table, and they're like, hey, we're like, are we here? We're here for the half marathon bib pickup. She's like, yep, you're on the right spot. We're like, perfect, sounds good. And we start like telling her our names and stuff. And then she's like, are you guys sure you signed up for the right race? And like, in our eyes, we're like, oh shit. And then we told her, we were like, well, we signed up like 3 days ago. And she's like, oh my God. Okay, that's probably why we don't have it. So they had to make our bibs on the spot. And then to sum everything up, basically the next morning we woke up at 4:30, drove down to Atlanta, 7 a.m. start, 13.1 on the feet. Brutal, but God, we got it done. I ran a 155. I think Rossi ran like a 152, and Fisher ran like a 203, which is hella impressive. We were just hoping to get under 215. So we impressed myself, but I had no prep for it. We just did it spontaneously, so it didn't really matter. And I mean, it did matter. We got a medal and stuff, but like the process is where a lot of it is built, and like that's where the memories are made. Like race day is just the final prep. Like, okay, yeah, we're racing, but the process is where you show up day in, day out when no one's like congratulating you. Half marathon done, bang, we get done. Skip forward now, just graduated, had nothing to do with baseball anymore because I'm done, ran out of college eligibility, and I was lifting for 6 months. And so yeah, I just signed up for an half Ironman. I didn't think this would happen, but I felt like it might. After I signed up for the race, card got charged and I was locked in. I low-key had like second regrets because like, I mean, it's a half Ironman, like you gotta train. It's not like an average Joe. I mean, an average Joe could probably go out there, but like, I want a decent time. I wanna see how good I can get at this when I don't swim, I don't bike, and I run decent, like 4 miles maybe, but now it's gonna get a little more. So second thoughts hit me and I was like, damn, oh my God, like I just did that. Like we're locked in. A big thing in my life, what I stand by is do hard things, and even if you're not ready, maybe send it. Like what's the worst that could happen? You could go back to where you were. Like that's not even like showing in progression. Like you might as well just go for it. And if you get it, congrats. Maybe you just got better along the way. But if you train and then you don't get your goal, okay, you're better than where you were when you started. So like, why not do something hard? Like I want to push my body to the biggest limits it can go and to the farthest limits it could go. Realistically, a full Ironman is in my mind. Now, it's on my bucket list. So we'll see how the 70.3 goes. I don't want to get too out of myself. So I feel like during this race prep, I mean, I've never prepped for something like this, and I'm doing, it's like 5.5 months before the race. So that's a long prep in my eyes. Man, it's more than a college semester. And like, I feel like I'll find out a lot about myself and I'll build a lot of more, like I'm disciplined, but like I'll build a lot more discipline, like getting up on time, getting every workout in, and you gotta prioritize this. Like you can't miss. Like I'm gonna be traveling for work, so I'll have to find a way in the hotel. You gotta give up some social life, which is fine. Like I feel like this is low key, in my eyes, like this is fun. Like I get to go from the bottom of the pack, like zero, like I have no clue what I'm doing. So in 5 months, I'm gonna be way better at this skill. So I feel like that's fun in my eyes, and I'm gonna really enjoy that, to see the process enjoy the process and me get better and better and better and better every week, every day, every month until race day. So my fitness level, like right now, like I'm definitely most familiar with like the weight room, like obviously like compound lifts, squat, bench, deadlift, all the accessory like back bi like we were talking about earlier. But like I wanted like a challenge, so I did this and signed up for it, like I've said, which is crazy, but here we are, we're here, now we got to do it. And I feel like if I was to go like just do a half Ironman today, like with no training, I feel like I could definitely do it, but like I wouldn't get any kind of competitive time. I'd probably get like 8 or 9 hours, to be honest, which is, if you don't know anything about Ironman, half Ironmans, that is god awful. I think that I don't even know what the cutoff is for the half Ironmans, but for the full Ironmans it's 17 hours. So I can only imagine it's like 8 hours or something, 7 hours or something like that. But yeah, DNF is not an option. We're all in. So we're about a week into training, or this is week 2 of training. The first week is complete, which was definitely a little bit of a shell shock almost, but it's all new. So it's supposed to be different, hard. I'm using some of my body parts I've never used, some of my muscles, and honestly, I didn't think I could get this sore, but like I said, my body's getting used to it, and we're just stacking the days. Consistency builds over time, slowly but surely. So I got a membership at a pool and then hopped in and then got to swimming. And gosh, did it humble me real quick. I thought I was like a decent athlete, but gosh, this shit's already humbled me, which is fine. I knew it humbled me. Like I need to learn, and I need to get, I've definitely got way better at swimming, even though I'm like, I think I've swam 6 times since I've started this prep. And yeah, I'm already feel like I'm getting stronger. I can go more laps without stopping and taking breaks. So like the first set or the first day, I could only swim like 150 yards, and I was like, whoo, okay, I need a break. All right, but now I'm like building up. So humbled me at first, but I didn't even have like a idea in the world of what I was doing, but now I kind of do. I kind of got a plan I'm following. All right, what scares me the most about this race? I have no clue what I'm doing. I don't even know what transitions are, like really like that I've seen. Trust me, I've watched plenty of YouTube videos, but the swim will definitely be the hardest part for me. I feel like the bike will be decent, and then the run, I'm the most familiar with running out of all 3. So that's the last leg, which is my strongest leg, thank gosh. And then I'm doing the Ironman Chattanooga, so it's in the river, and then we're swimming downstream, but they add 0.2 of a mile to the race because it's downstream and in the river, because they say you get like assisted a bit going down the stream, obviously. So the swim is what I'm most scared of. So I'm doing that the most because I'm the least familiar with it. And like I said before, I've gotten way better and I already feel way more comfortable in the water. And then it's cold right now in Georgia, but once it gets hotter outside, I'll hop in the open water, because people say, like, before you get into a race, like, hop in the open water, because one, you can't see the bottom, which in a pool it's obviously crystal clear. And then two, like, obviously I can't practice this, but like you're in the water with like thousands of people. So like people are kicking you. You gotta like look up where you're going and stuff like that. The most exciting thing for me about this race is it's a new challenge. Like I said before, I like challenges. I like to take on stuff I have no clue what I'm doing, and that's where I'm at right now. Obviously it's only week 2, so I'm still fresh. And then 5.5 months from now, I'm excited to see where I'm at. And then race day, we'll see. Obviously it's my first one, so I'm shooting for like a sub 6. I think that's what my goal is. Sub 6 hours, which I think is doable. We'll see. I feel like the run I'll be in the pain cave a little bit. But one thing I gotta learn is like nutrition. Obviously I've looked up a lot about this stuff, and people say if your nutrition is off, yeah, it's wraps. You are not gonna go anywhere because your body is gonna go into shock. And you need carbs. You need as many carbs as you can, because carbs is literally free energy in these gels. Some of them are actually fire, but gosh, some of the gels are just not it. So yeah, that's pretty much all I got for this. Like I said, 0 to Ironman 70.3 to the end goal, full Ironman, which is the goal. That's the goal. It's always the goal. I remember I was at a Braves game, and I was sitting in the nosebleeds for like opening day, and the guy, I was literally in the back row, like as far as you can get, and the guy literally directly in front of me had an Ironman hat on backwards. So I was talking to him for the whole game. And fun fact, his name was Hunter too, and he played college baseball, which is so weird. And I was like, dude, like I want to do these, and he was kind of like telling me, yeah, that's kind of how I got started. Obviously, seeing him on the internet, why not give it a go? Why not give myself a challenge? 2026, want to make it the best year of my life. Obviously, it's going to be hard. I'm a full-time student in grad school, and I run my own media business. So with all this training and those two combined, woo, time is on a crunch, that's for sure. That's what I like about this. You got to plan out your days, you got to use your time wisely, and you got to ultimately get the workouts done, because like I said, consistency builds over time. So I'm going to document the whole journey, hopefully. I think I've made myself that promise, and yeah, we'll catch you up with update 2 of the Ironman 70.3, starting from scratch. Bang. See ya.